The thing we didn't know in 2008-9, but we do know now, is the crisis in global capitalism is not just about Wall Street and it's not just about the banks. It's gone from America to Europe, which is a question of whether entire governments are viable, especially in Greece, Spain, Italy, Portugal, Ireland. And now the crisis looks like it's about to hit China, because China's been the most remarkable story of the 21st century to date. It was a developing nation, now rapidly becoming the biggest economy on the planet. But this crisis, as I say, has gone from the US to Europe and to China. It's run a lot longer, I think, than the textbook said it should. And that is because each of the three big economic zones in the world are taking it in turns. Now, Australia has been able to hold its head up during the first and the second phase of the crisis. The first phase of the crisis was the GFC in 2008-9. The second phase began at around 2011 when our mining boom peaked, which was the European sovereign debt crisis. If there's a third crisis, and if it comes from China, I think we'll find that we're not in as strong position as we were in 2008-9. The model itself is exhausted. It is still working, but it's just not match fit anymore for another shock. The dollar is unusually high because there's another story going on in the world, and that is essentially the currency war between America, Europe, Japan, China. The wages system now has been corrupted, I think, by a little too much power swinging to capital, i.e. to business. And in the last couple of years, the wages system has not delivered a decent pay rise to any worker in Australia. And the other thing is, now with the possibility that there might be another shock coming from China, we find that the Reserve Bank has interest rates at historically low levels. On some estimates, the global interest rate setting is the lowest, i.e. Close to zero, the lowest it has been since the bubonic plague of 500 years ago. So we're in quite a tricky environment, and the open model itself can't get us out. Something else needs to click into place if there is another shock coming, and that will actually have to be a more active government to be able to help us out of the next crisis.